Well, too much width. It's been part and parcel of this bowling display so far. Too short, too wide.
তুই ঘুমা। ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক। যে কোনো সময়, যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100
with the non-strikers end. And another little tuck away. So comfortable with his shots. This Liton Kumar Das.
It's a boundary, fine leg up in the circle, then clipped one for 6. This time he lifts it in front of square. Very good catch. It's a longer part of the ground today. Visually, that's what it looks like. Disappointment. He knows. Opportunity. Gone a begging. From the captain's point of view.
Country goes forward, just closes the face and scrambles through for a single and makes it. That is the completion of the power play overs. Totograma 52 for 2.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝুলছে।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়। যে কোনো সময়, যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
যখনই বকোয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কের সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকোয়াস বন্ধ।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। মিশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Park is wearing the Boshundara mask. From Islam. Rabbi, 44 wickets in his T20 career. And just enough straightness in that delivery to allow the batsman to close the face of the bat, get himself a single.
Well, Chittorgarm have had it their way in that they've bowled out teams and very, very low totals. And the openers, in fact. And it also looks like their middle order is going to be tested in how they finish off the innings with a bat.
I did have a chat with Mohammad Mitchun, one of the post-match chats we had. Back to that in a moment. Well, that's again pulled from outside off into the deep point of the single.
Yeah, got it well. Against the Jemcon Kulna. The timing, shot selection, both sides of the wicket. Dumbbell there to him. Also off the back foot, use of the feet, elegance. This was his 53 or 46. I mean, they were chasing down 86, but just look at that shot selection. The decision making was very, very good. It just shows the quality of the batsman, the high quality that he is.
He's impressed you quite a bit, hasn't he? Even today going sublimely, 28 of 17. Doesn't look to be in any kind of pressure or bother from the bowlers. Picking and choosing his shots. Again, width offered, and all he did was just try to guide that ball, trying to find the gap, got himself a run for it. The bowling still a bit erratic, not enough pressure put on the batsman.
You know, I'm going to take a punt here. Is that Russell Domingo?
You're absolutely right.
Also looks like our stats man. Gotta get him some dark glasses. That's your lookalike, Kunjish.
Oh, now, little airy-fairy Shamshur not really moving across to the line of that ball. Played through the offside. Fortunate not to get a touch to that one.
This is the danger. Not getting enough time in the middle against the bowling attack, and it's just chasing one that's wide of off stump. This time it's wide and it's put away. But protection's out in the deep. Very good over. 57 for 2.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও।
করুন 6 জিবি মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি গ্রামীণ ফোন।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
Medias and Mirage face 43 wickets.
Yeah, the power play is always exciting. On this occasion, it is classy. This was the first wicket fall of Soumya Saka. A favourite shot of his is the pull shot, so surprising he gets out in that manner. Das continues on his merry way alongside him with the captain Mohammad Mithun, who looked good until this particular moment. So you'd say balance between ball and bat in that particular power play.
Swiveled round, but you'd have liked to have done a little better, Shamshur, with that ball deviating down left side. Gazi Group Chattogram in power plays. See today 52 for 2. 51 without loss against Dhaka, 39 without loss against Khulna, but those were when they're chasing. This is the first time they're batting first, as Eddie just mentioned a short while back, so different mindset. Show their wares in the middle in any of the games, prior games. He said they're pretty prepared mentally to negotiate as and when required. This we see it's now required because a couple of wickets have fallen. With Medias and Mirage trying to get a little bit of extra purchase off of the wicket. Liton Dash might just have a little look at what the ball is doing off the track, doing a little bit of gardening is Liton. Going at 7.91, there won't be any extra pressure on the batters to get a move on. They can selective.
Good bowling, buddy. Good bowling. By Kabashis.
Yeah, empty stadiums around the world because of COVID, but ace virtual fan zone.
Problem with Medias and Mirage. Most of try and get some purchase, surprise the batsman with a little bit of inward spin. Hasn't happened so far in the 4 deliveries. Well, that was pitched a shade outside, but ample time for the batsman to fade it in the deep. Protection there, just a single. That's a very, very nicely guided shot. Just a punch into the deep. Completes the over. A good over from Miraj. 5 from it. After 8, it's 62 for 2.
ভাবি আজকে কিন্তু 3টায়
তোর আমি এতবার খুশি আমি তোর ভালোবাসি তারপর আমার এত বড় সর্বনাশ কি লিখে করতেছিস তুই
মানে
জোর না তোর বসে এত যাই কি লিখা মনে করছিস বুঝি না আমি
ও যায় কারণ তোর তো বেসিকটাই নাই আরে দোস্ত তোর মনের অবস্থা তো তোর বাসার টিভির মতোই ঝাপসা এই দেখ আকাশ বেসিক ভাবি এই জন্যই আসে
এত ঝকঝকা আজকাই কিনুম
ঘরের বেসিক ঠিক রাখতে নিয়ে আসুন আকাশ বেসিক মাত্র 3000।
Down the wicket, not quite there. Good use of the feet. Looking to take it to the bowler, looking to meet the bowler while in front of him. But how good has this man been with his foot movement, and his inception points are what really is sparkling. Look at the diversity here, deep in the crease. My goodness. You can just see how he mentally and technically gets into those positions. Decides early.
Shows the supreme. There he goes. You talk about little shuffle. This one maybe just exposing his intentions a little too early, moving on to the onside. Bowler seeing it, bowls a little wider.
Look at how far away he's from the ball, though. Yes, it's a change of pace, but the distance that he's away from the ball, not quite him. He seems to be someone, as we've seen even in some of the graphics, he's standing outside of his crease, that he meets the ball. In that manner, it's wide, so he gets it away. Whereas those last two sort of, I think he's batting up outside of his comfort zone.
Sure, he'll just to give the bowlers the charge. He's trying to play the ball away from his body, taking some odd risks. So that's the area that the bowlers have to be looking at. Entice him, do something out of the ordinary, play it in the air, get him out. Another wicket will do very well for the bowling unit.
I think from a batting point of view, you'll see that there's a number of changes that will happen in the bowling. Straight away after the power play, the spinner came on. And Rabi is someone that has a number of change-up deliveries. In the back of your mind, you think, well, my stumps are not going to be in threat. So the best option is probably to try and play him square of the wicket and wait for those slower balls and make it count against him.
Behind that, just dab and run. Good call, good response. That is 9 overs completed. 66 for 2. And it's time, I think, for the Here it is, confirmation. Bosundhara Elpika strategic timeout. So get the instructions through.
2, 1.
But how they're going to progress in the next phase of play. San Mirage. Well, a good first over. 5 runs only. Bhutan still looking good. Needs to stay focused. Let's put on the charge once again. The spinner, they're always wary of the fact that the batsman might do that. Prepared to just pitch it away from that line of attack the batsman was intending in the first place. .42 the current run rate. A lot of wickets in hand. They won't be overly worried as to the progress. Now he moves inward and he's gone. Just tried to manufacture a shot, was not in control, but what a big wicket here.
Very clever from Mahdi Hassan. Very clever. The previous delivery was 99 kilometers an hour. This one is just held back by 6 kilometers. It's a little bit quicker. He thinks he's evaded the man at short fine leg. He doesn't. He finds him. You can see by the look in his eye and the smile on his face, he's undone him there. A great piece of bowling. Batsman looked disappointed. Promising 35 comes to an end at 68 for 3.
বুঝবো না মানে খুলে বল।
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে। 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট।
আসতেছি।
এয়ারটেল।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর 2 বার অর্জন করেছে আন্তর্জাতিক শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের স্বীকৃতি সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Going to be tested. Mossadegh is out there because of this. Bezondas goes right across his stumps, tries to lap it on to the onside, takes one hand off the bat. Rabi does the rest. They had mentioned that their 11 and their squad is quite balanced. Ghazi Group Chottagram. We'll see if that's true today, because now their middle order is being tested. Finds the edge. There's no slip in place. Really well bowled. It goes for 4. Salt in the wounds.
Yeah, what a good delivery. It was an IPDC 4, but it held its line. Completed 10 done, 73 for 3.
ইয়েস, আজকে আমার দিন। আজকে আমি খাবো অনেক অনেক চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টম ইয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল from Nestle.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও।
ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি 2টা
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব।
সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ।
I think Fortune Borishal has done really well to send both the openers back, and with him also another batsman. So far 5 bowlers used. Shuman Khan 1 for 21. Mahdi just picked up the wicket, 1 for 12, and Abu Jahid also picking up a wicket. The Mohammad Mithun at the toss. But since you're batting first, what kind of total would you be having in your mind? He said, you just have to look at the surface and then decide. Good afternoon, Mazhar.
Good afternoon, Ata. This is probably the first time Chattogram middle order has been tested, and they need to come up. So far, it's been a good turnaround by the Borishal bowlers. They have played with soft hands, good way to pick it over, but they still have a job in their hands, both the batsmen. Tamim being rotating his bowlers pretty well. And the projected score from here on, 7.14 will get them 143. 9 would be 160, but at the moment, they must be looking for a partnership at the same time, looking for that odd boundaries to get them going.
Slip in place. Good move from Tamim Iqbal. He feels that yes, he can pick up a couple of more wickets here and put them under more pressure. It's all about creating pressure here. Knowing that we're going into the game, knowing that Ghazi Group Chittagong was looking solid as ever. Two matches, the previous two matches. First match against Bixum Kodhaka, they bowled out Bixum Kodhaka for 88 and then came back, chased it in 10.5 overs, 90 for 1. Second game, similar result. Jamkan Khulna was bowled out for 86 and they scored 87 for 1 in 13.4 overs. Not the case today. Oh, was short and wide. Opportunity for a boundary, but he just couldn't find the gap.
Boyshell bowlers have been in the shorter side. Look at it, short, wide, right from the start. And fielding has been not that good. There have been quite a few fumbles today. So far, 3 runs of the over. Good over so far from the fast bowlers. Need to finish it off. Fine leg up in the circle. Yeah. Soft hand for another single. 4 of the over. 77 for 3 after 11.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়। তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।